So today I'm going to show you how to open one of these young Thai coconuts. Many benefits of coconut water, and we'll post that down in the article below. But I want to show you how to open these because they're baffling to many people, but so worth the prize. And it's really quite simple, actually. So let's give it a shot, and I'll show you how. Okay? I'll tell you a couple of methods that people will do. I'm going to show you here. Sometimes people will just come down 4 chops here, each side, really hard, and then try to get into it. But what happens with that is it's kind of dangerous, for one, unless you're really skilled at it. Another, it'll splatter the juice all over the place. So we like to do it a little safer and a little more practically and neater, so we get all the goodness. So what we're going to do is we're going to shave the white husk part off and get down to the shell. It'll be much easier that way to be able to get in there and open it up and get the juice. Okay? So here we go. 2 ways you can do this. You can use a cleaver, which you may or may not have, and it's a little intimidating in some, but it works really well. But you can also use a nice, just sturdy chef's knife too. So I'm going to show you both ways and a little variation on both of them. Okay? So the first one, I'm going to just use the cleaver, and this could really apply to the chef's knife as well, but we're going to just take and we're going to shave off this white husk so that the brown husk begins to, the shell begins to be exposed. And my cleaver is a little dull today, otherwise this would be going right through this. So time to go to the knife sharpener. But you'll see that you get right down there, really easy, it comes off, it stays steady, and then you're exposed to that shell. And then you just want to take the butt of the cleaver and just make a couple little spots like that, and then you're just going to pry right up. And then there, it just pops right up with this nice little lid. The meat in there. Let me take this. I want to pour it through a strainer because we might get a little bit of wood chips or something in there that we don't want. So we'll do that. Pour that wonderful, hydrating, electrolyte-filled water in there. And then we'll come back here. And other tools that I like to do too, you want to just spoon the meat out in there. Now, you can use just a spoon at home, and with that, you can get the meat out very well. But I really like this tool right here. It's called a little Coconut Buddy. And it's like a knife, but it's like a spatula too, so it's very thin but also flexible. So you just kind of take the top off, or you just even leave it back like that. And then you're going to stick your Coconut Buddy, or a spoon, same thing, you'll just go like this with a spoon. It's a little harder, because what this does, it gets right in between the skin, the meat, and the shell. So you kind of stick it in there, and just kind of work your Coconut Buddy back and forth in there between the shell. And you just do it around like that till the meat begins to release. And once you get that water out, certainly you want to have that, but the meat is wonderfully nutritious, and lots of things you can do with it, including making smoothies, puddings. You just want to go around again to sort of get down a little bit deeper. Make sure you might get a couple little pieces like that. And then you can do this in pieces. If you do your hole big enough, if you start a little bit more circumference out here, you'll get even a bigger hole. But see how it pretty much gets that whole wonderful piece out there with the magical Coconut Buddy. Truly is a buddy in this sense. And you'll see that we've just taken that right around the edge and gotten all that off. And then once you have this, you can just take the Coconut Buddy or a spoon or knife and just gently shave off those bits that, don't mind a little bit of the brown stuff because it's just extra fiber, but you don't want anything chunky or hard. And then there you have it. One beautiful, wonderful coconut meat to utilize really well. Cool? Now, the next one, I'm just going to show you so that if you're afraid of the cleaver, it's pretty menacing to some, but you can do the same thing with the chef knife, and I'll show you a little bit different technique, just slightly different. Same thing that you're going to want to just cut this off the edge. And once again, exposing that shell, get all this fibrous husk off. Just work your way around slowly. And the next thing you can do is you can just, at that exposure, you can pop the knife in like this. And you can stand it there subtly and just kind of straight up and down. And then you can just kind of hit it with your, if you can get in a good spot, that is. Same thing. And you can kind of wiggle that back and forth till it gets in there. And then you pull it down, work it in a little bit more, just jiggle it around like that a little bit. This way you're not having to whack it like I was before with the cleaver. And you just take your time with this. You don't need to use brute force because you're really just trying to gently get it around there until you just jiggle it and then pop up the lid. You kind of twist your wrist. And there we have the same thing. Okay? And it's the same exact procedure for both. And same with the lid. We don't want to forget that last little bit of coconut meat on there either. So wonderful, wonderful, beautiful nutrition, taste, and treat. So I hope that helps you make friends with real live coconuts. Of course, you can always get some of the canned coconut water, but oh my goodness, once you taste the real fresh stuff, you'll never go back. So enjoy your coconuts.